So today we're going to talk about your most basic drawing supplies that you'll want to buy. I actually shop at a couple of different places, and I'll mention some of those as I go. And usually it's just because I can't find all my supplies in one place. And there are particular supplies that I really love to have, and if I don't have them, I'm upset while I'm drawing. So the first thing is that I bought one of these drawing boards. This is if you have a rough surface table, or maybe you have a grooved table at home that you're working on and you don't have a drawing table. This will give you a really flat surface to work from. And you don't have to get one that's this large. You could get one that's smaller. It has nice metal clips that you can clip an individual piece of paper onto if you wish to. But usually I actually work from a drawing pad. So my other supplies are here, and I actually ordered all of these supplies, I would say, with the exception of these two. These I got from Amazon, so you can be able to just go right to Amazon today and buy them. And I think the total for all of these was about $55. It was between $55 and $60. So the first thing is, let's talk about the paper. The paper that I like to use, I usually buy Strathmore brand paper. I tend to buy this wind power sketch because it's part recycled fibers, and it's also produced with wind power. So I go through so much paper, I like to actually be able to do something to help the environment while I'm using so many trees while I draw. The next thing, let's talk about your erasers, because I have a lot of them. I bought this 3-pack that's by Prismacolor, and you're gonna have a Kneaded eraser. This one I actually don't typically use very often. It's a little bit more crumbly, and so it winds up making a little bit more of a mess in my studio. But I do like this plastic eraser. You can get this in a couple of different brands, and they all work pretty well, but having a white eraser is nice. I'm gonna set this one aside. The other thing is that you could get a larger size Prismacolor eraser like this one. Remember that these divide in half, so what they wind up looking like when you're mixing them up and using them is this. So you can wind up dividing this amongst different friends and people, or you can use a small piece and a large piece. It's up to you. So you could get the large size or the small size. And now this is a tool that I can't live without. This is the Tuff Stuff eraser stick. This is an eraser that is a very detailed eraser. So you can see that as I pull that out, it has a really fine point. And the great thing about it is that you can get replacement sticks for it. So you can actually get one and put another one in and load it in, so you don't have to buy a whole new eraser. Let's see, what else do I have for you guys? Okay, so let's talk about pencils. I can't get that back in the package. So pencils, there are a couple different brands that I really like. Derwent is one of them. I want to make sure that the pencils that I'm using are graphite pencils, so I don't want charcoal pencils, and I don't want other pencils that are maybe mixed with other materials. This one is a set of 24, and you can see that as I open it, it's going to have a bunch of different pencils in it, and they're all labeled with different hardnesses and different softness of pencils. So this is a nice set because you get a full range. These are all the pencils that are available in graphite. The only additional pencil that I sometimes use is the Prismacolor ebony pencil. Sometimes this is made with a different brand name. It's always going to be called an ebony pencil, and this is a really dark pencil, so that's a nice one to supplement your set with. Another thing that I like to buy is this. It's called a pencil extender. So what happens is when you have a very small pencil, you can go ahead and stick your pencil in here, tighten the collar, and then you wind up having a long pencil again. So as you sharpen your pencil and it gets smaller and smaller, this is a way to keep using it so that you aren't buying new supplies, because the cost can add up pretty quickly. So it's nice to be able to use your whole pencil. The last things that you're going to need are going to be, these are sort of additional. I like to use a clear plastic ruler, and I'll usually buy a small 6-inch ruler like this one, and then a larger one that's maybe 12 or 18 inches. And then this one is not essential, but I think it's a nice tool to have. It's a dusting brush. So when you erase and create all those little eraser crumbs, you can dust those off your page. If you use your hand, you wind up smearing your pencil work a little bit. So those are all the supplies that I use in my studio on a day-to-day basis, and I usually buy them in different places around town or online. And like I said, you can get most of them at Amazon. You can get them at other art supply stores like Dick Blick or Jerry's Artorama or Cheap Joe's. Those are all places that I like to shop. Another favorite of mine online is Utrecht. We don't have a Utrecht in town, but those are all great art supply stores, and you should be able to find them and get them sent to you to your home studio so that you can draw along with me. Thank you all so much for watching. More videos are coming soon, so if you wish to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and do that. And also you can check out my website, lzmstudio.com.